Hey you guys, this is Mr. Millings, and in this video we are going to learn how to calculate the mass of gold that is in a given amount of gold alloy. So let's go ahead and read this problem here. It says to determine the mass of gold and the mass of other metals in 450 grams of 20 karat gold. So we have 20 karat gold right here. And what we're asked to do is we are asked to figure out the amount of grams of gold that is in this 20 karat gold bar here that has a mass of 450 grams, and we're asked to also figure out the mass of other metals that is in this 450 gram 20 karat gold bar right here. And so how can we figure this out? Well, we can use this formula right here. Carat purity is going to equal 24 times the mass of our gold divided by the mass of the entire metal right here. And so let's go ahead and first figure out the mass of gold that is in this gold bar. So the first step is we will find the mass of gold that is in this gold bar. And once we figure out the mass of gold that is in this gold bar, in step 2, we will find the mass of the other metals that are in this gold bar. Keeping in mind that anything less than 24 karat gold is going to be an alloy, so it is a mixture of gold and other metals, and since we have 20 karat gold here, it's a mixture of gold and other metals. So let's go ahead and first find the mass of gold here. To get the mass of gold, we have to use this formula right here, and we have to use some algebra to manipulate this formula. So we know that carat purity is equal to 24 times the mass of our gold divided by the mass of the entire alloy or the metal. And so if we're trying to solve for this right here, the mass of the gold, then we have to get rid of mass of the metal from the denominator, so we're going to multiply both sides by it. Mass of the metal now cancels, and so what we end up here with is mass of the metal times the carat purity equaling 24 times the mass of gold. But we're trying to isolate mass of gold, so we need to get rid of 24 from the right hand side of our equal sign, and so we'll divide both sides by 24. 24 will now cancel, and so the formula that we're going to use to solve this problem to figure out the mass of gold is right here. The mass of gold is going to equal the mass of the entire metal times the carat purity all over 24. And so what is the mass of the entire metal? Well, it tells you right here it's 450 grams times the carat purity. What is the carat purity? It's 20 karat gold. And we're going to divide this by 24. And so when we put this in our calculator, we're going to end up with 375 grams of gold. So if we have 450 grams of 20 karat gold, 375 grams of it will be gold. And how do we now figure out the mass of the other metals? Well, let's think about this. The mass of the gold that is in this alloy plus the mass of the other metals, which we will use as, so the mass of the metals is going to equal 450 grams, the total mass of this gold bar. And so if we're asked now to figure out the mass of the other metals, we need to subtract the mass of gold from both sides. And what we're going to end up with here is to figure out the mass of the other metals. We're going to take 450 grams minus the mass of our gold. So we'll take 450 grams minus the mass of the gold, which is 375 grams, and we will end up with 75 grams. of other metals that are in this alloy. So in this problem here, if we have 450 grams of 20 karat gold, 375 grams of it will be gold and 75 grams of it will be other metals. If you like what you see, go ahead and click that little bomb in the bottom right hand corner and that will subscribe you to my channel. And feel free to leave any comments or questions in the comment section down below. And I really hope you guys found this helpful.